And tonight, celebrating actor Val Kilmer.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Tonight, hear this question. Do you know how he got that nickname in Top Gun? As we also remember his roles in Batman Forever, The Doors, and Tombstone.
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a very busy Wednesday night. Finally tonight here, remembering actor Val Kilmer, his work, his personal battle, his humanity.
Congratulations on Top Gun. Thank you.
Val Kilmer was one of Hollywood's most magnetic stars in the 1980s and 90s. Iceman and Top Gun.
You guys really are cowboys. What's your problem, Kazansky?
A leading man who could play a wide range of roles.
You're everyone's problem. That's because every time you go up in the air, you're unsafe.
His big break came in 1984 with the comedy Top Secret.
My name's Nick.
Nick? What does that mean?
Nothing. My dad thought of it while he was shaving.
2 years later, playing opposite Tom Cruise in Top Gun.
You can be my wingman anytime.
There was a line in the movie that revealed the reason behind his nickname, Iceman.
It's the way he flies, ice cold, no mistakes.
He'd go on to play rock star Jim Morrison in the biopic The Doors in 1991.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
No, but I like it.
Light my fire.
Doc Holliday in Tombstone.
We started a game we never got to finish.
Batman Forever in 1995.
A man's got to go his own way.
My name is August Christopher.
And a dozen different characters as a master of disguise in The Saint.
What are you staring at?
He would marry his co-star, actress Joanne Whalley, on the set of Willow. In 2014, he was diagnosed with throat cancer. He would continue to act, including reprising his fighter pilot role in Top Gun Maverick.
One last thing. Who's the better pilot? You or me?
This is a nice moment. Let's not ruin it.
Val Kilmer died overnight at the age of 65, surrounded by family and friends. In a 2021 documentary, his son Jack, narrating for his father, who had lost his voice to cancer.
In order to find each character, I've had to put a little bit of me in them and find a little bit of them in me. I have behaved poorly. I have behaved bravely. And I have no regrets because I've lost and found parts of myself that I never knew existed. And I am blessed.
What a body of work, and so brave in the end. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Looking back at his life, actor Val Kilmer said he had behaved poorly, bravely, and to some, bizarrely.
But he said he had no regrets and added, I am blessed.
Kilmer was blessed with extraordinary talent.
With the looks of a matinee idol, Val Kilmer was one of the most versatile actors in Hollywood.
Some of the worst mistakes of my life have been here.
Portraying rock star Jim Morrison in The Doors.
A superhero in Batman Forever.
I see without seeing. To me, darkness is as clear as daylight.
And a cocky Navy fighter pilot opposite Tom Cruise in Top Gun.
Maverick, it's not your flying. It's your attitude.
Val Kilmer loved Mark Twain and wrote a one-man play in which he portrayed the author and humorist.
10 years ago, Kilmer was diagnosed with throat cancer, which made it difficult to talk. But Cruise coaxed him back to the big screen for Top Gun 2.
The Navy needs Maverick.
Val Kilmer was notoriously difficult to work with. But if you were looking for an actor who could play just about any role,
I'm your huckleberry.
Val Kilmer was 65.
And farewell to Iceman. Actor Val Kilmer has died. He starred in a string of box office hits, including Top Gun, in which he played Iceman.
You're everyone's problem.
Kilmer played leading roles like Batman and rock legend Jim Morrison of The Doors, and sidekicks like Doc Holliday in Tombstone. Kilmer's daughter says he died from pneumonia after previously fighting throat cancer. Val Kilmer was 65.
Hollywood star Val Kilmer, who starred in Top Gun and played the lead in Batman Forever, has died at the age of 65. Now, the sad news that the film star Val Kilmer, who played Batman, and Jim Morrison, as well as starring in Top Gun, has died at the age of 65. His daughter told US media that he'd been suffering from pneumonia, and he died on Tuesday in Los Angeles. She said that her father had been diagnosed with throat cancer in 2014, but later recovered. Lizo Mazemba looks back at his life and career.
At the heart of Top Gun's testosterone-fueled action, the rivalry between Val Kilmer's Tom Iceman Kazansky and Tom Cruise's Pete Maverick Mitchell.
You up for this one, Maverick? Just a walk in the park, Kazansky.
Both in the air and on the ground.
What's your problem, Kazansky? You're everyone's problem. That's because every time you go up in the air, you're unsafe. I don't like you because you're dangerous.
Some said Kilmer could have been playing himself. Talented, opinionated, supremely self-confident. That was unfair to Kilmer, the performer. The youngest ever actor to attend the prestigious Juilliard School took his craft and his characters phenomenally seriously.
I feel better!
Soon showing his versatility in fantasy film Willow opposite a young Warwick Davies.
You gotta promise to feed her.
Come to daddy, little darling.
Come on, I know.
Throughout the early 1990s, he was one of Hollywood's hottest stars, and the high-profile roles piled up.
Take your shirt off.
You take it off.
Jim Morrison in Oliver Stone's biopic of The Doors.
That's good.
Doc Holliday in Western Tombstone.
Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave.
And replacing Michael Keaton in cinema's then biggest franchise in Batman Forever.
What's wrong?
Last night at the bank, I noticed something about Two-Face. It's his Achilles heel. It can be exploited.
I know. You called me here for this. The bat signal is not a beeper.
But for the following decades, partly because of a reputation for being difficult to work with, his career mostly stalled. Until, in 2022, he was welcomed back in the blockbuster sequel Top Gun Maverick. Iceman suffering from the same throat cancer that Val Kilmer had been diagnosed with in his later years.
The kid needs Maverick. That's why I fought for you. That's why you're still here.
The film giving his character as moving a send-off as Val Kilmer himself is sure to receive.
Remembering Val Kilmer, who has passed away.
And a passing of note tonight. Val Kilmer has died. The gifted actor was once the youngest ever accepted to the prestigious Juilliard School, and those who worked with him marveled at his range.
I don't like you because you're unsafe. That's right.
Often playing the brooding anti-hero, he was Iceman, the hotshot pilot opposite Tom Cruise in the Top Gun movies.
What is it about the wrong kind of man?
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
And at the height of his career in the 1990s, he played the Dark Knight in Batman Forever. Known to immerse himself in his roles, Kilmer blasted the psychedelic music of The Doors for a whole year when he portrayed the band's frontman, Jim Morrison. Kilmer survived a 2014 throat cancer diagnosis after undergoing 2 tracheotomies. The actor's family said he died from pneumonia at his home in Los Angeles. Val Kilmer was 65 years old.
I'm your huckleberry.
Action hero, intellect, artist, the many lives and roles of Val Kilmer as Hollywood mourns his death at 65.
This is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Good evening and welcome. Val Kilmer, the wide-ranging actor who earned critical praise, has died at 65. As a leading man, he could be charismatic but unpredictable. NBC's Joe Fryer is here with a look back on his life and career.
You're everyone's problem.
As Top Gun's Iceman, Val Kilmer taunted Tom Cruise with a snap of the jaw, only to befriend Maverick by film's end.
You can be my wingman anytime.
The movie opened doors, including The Doors, a biopic with Kilmer immersing himself in the role of Jim Morrison. While in Tombstone, he played Doc Holliday.
We started a game we never got to finish.
Firing off this iconic line.
I'm your huckleberry.
Despite earning a reputation as difficult to work with, Kilmer was prolific, trained at Juilliard before starring in dozens of movies. He shared the screen with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino in Heat, and briefly donned the Cape Crusader's mask for Batman Forever.
Who's your tailor?
A bout with throat cancer and a procedure on his trachea left his voice gravely gravelly, which could be heard in a documentary about his life simply titled Val.
I obviously am sounding much worse than I feel.
Kilmer's daughter says he died Tuesday from pneumonia. His friend Josh Brolin paying tribute, writing, "You were a smart, challenging, brave, uber-creative firecracker. A light that burned bright in Kilmer's last big movie in 2022, reprising the role that made him famous."
Who's the better pilot? You or me?
This is a nice moment. Let's not ruin it.
An enduring moment of warmth from the Iceman. Joe Fryer, NBC News.
He persevered in a brave battle against throat cancer. But today we learned actor Val Kilmer has died. The star who played Batman and Tom Cruise's wingman in Top Gun passed away Tuesday from pneumonia. As Les Trent reports, despite losing his trademark voice to illness, Kilmer kept fighting.
Val Kilmer is being remembered not just as a great actor, but for his brave fight against throat cancer for more than a decade. The illness severely damaged his famous voice.
Obviously, with the hailstorm, recovering from it, my tongue swelled up and I had to cancel the tour.
The news of his death at age 65 of pneumonia still came as a shock today. He was at his Los Angeles home, surrounded by family and friends. As late as last night, he was scheduled to make a rare red carpet appearance at the opening of the Beverly Hills International Film Festival. When Kilmer didn't show up at 7:30, organizers got on the phone desperately trying to reach his driver. Moments later, they got the heartbreaking news that he was gone. Kilmer opened up about his cancer battle to The Hollywood Reporter in 2017, posing with his 2 children.
Describe his dad in 3 words for us. I'm going to say, Jesus.
Kilmer never revealed how he got throat cancer, but he had to undergo a tracheotomy to help him breathe. From then on, he used an electronic voice box.
The risk factors include tobacco products, cigarettes in particular, but also other tobacco products or anything that might be smoked.
Kilmer was a Hollywood heartthrob in the 1980s and the 90s, starring in Batman Forever. His best-known role was Iceman alongside Tom Cruise in the original Top Gun.
You can be my wingman anytime.
In 2022, he reprised his role in Top Gun Maverick, his final film. Producers used AI to bring his voice back.
The Navy needs Maverick.
Over the years, Kilmer dated some of the most famous women in Hollywood, including Cindy Crawford and Cher, who says he's the only man who ever dumped her. We'll miss you. You were funny, crazy, great friend, brave during your sickness, the music icon posted. In one of his last social media posts, Kilmer shared video wearing a Batman mask, a poignant flashback to his heyday. A leading man gone too soon.
From Iceman to Jim Morrison, Doc Holliday to the Cape Crusader, remembering the life and legacy of Val Kilmer. Welcome to Entertainment Tonight. Val's health struggles were well chronicled, but his passing at 65 years young still came as a shock. Today, Hollywood is mourning his loss as we learn new details about Val's final 24 hours.
I've worked with some extraordinary people.
I don't know how.
The Top Gun star passed away yesterday from pneumonia. His death was sudden since Val was expected at last night's Beverly Hills Film Festival to honor his friend Michael Madsen. The organizer tells E.T. they were on the phone trying to get a hold of the driver bringing Val for his 7:30 p.m. red carpet arrival. The story and news of his death were reported literally at the same exact time. Unbelievable and so heartbreaking.
I was madly in love with Val Kilmer.
Also heartbroken, his ex, Cher, posting, "Valis will miss you. You were funny, crazy, great friend, brave here during your sickness." The 65-year-old beat throat cancer after being diagnosed in 2014, but the treatments permanently altered Val's voice. Our last interview was in 2020. How are you doing?
I'm doing terrific. I sound like I've been run over by a cement mixer.
He was such a great guy and such a wonderful spirit.
Val's Top Gun Maverick co-star Glenn Powell, today among the many stars remembering the actor, his Iceman return was Val's final on-screen appearance.
He's so full of life, and so to see him on set and chat with him was great.
And the kind of talent that he has is just very special.
Yeah, I think the way you all handled the scenes with him was just beautiful. It really, really was beautiful.
He's beautiful.
The only reason I'm here is you.
Val took these home movies behind the scenes of the original. E.T. was on set.
Can I get a shot of this, please? Whoops.
I hope it's a good movie. I don't know if it'll be a hit.
It's been a while.
One of his final posts from 5 weeks ago, this video of Val donning his Batman Forever mask again.
Very nice costume. I don't have to wear it all the time.
A leading man for over 30 years, Val was once married to his Willow co-star, Joanne Whalley, and had 2 kids. In 2020, he and their eldest, Mercedes, starred in Pay Dirt.
I just want to be your dad now, if that's okay.
I intend to work until I'm 150 years.
I'm still recovering, and it is difficult to talk and to be understood.
Son Jack narrated his 2021 documentary, Val. The star was unable to attend the premiere.
We wish he could be here, but, he's here in spirit.
Val won the hearts of so many Hollywood leading ladies, from Cindy Crawford, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Daryl Hannah, to Ellen Barkin and Carly Simon. But Cher was certainly smitten.
He's much younger than I am. It kind of just happened.
He also famously developed a crush on his Alexander co-star Angelina Jolie. He kidded with us that she had a way of driving men mad.
I've seen Angelina do that to several men. She just drives people crazy because she's too perfect.
Ultimately, though, Val was shy and content on living a quieter life after leaving Hollywood to focus on his art. His last Instagram post, just 11 days ago, showed off this signed watercolor print for sale.
I was just nervous or afraid that somehow my own life would get given away because you give so much in acting, or at least I don't really like the kind of storytelling that doesn't cost something.